This is going this is going to be a short episode. Manny's not here. I'm coming back from being ill, and I wanted to put something on here because it's been a couple of days. When you're sick, it gets really hard to um, this type of stuff, things that require multitasking and all that. But anyways, well, welcome to the Daily Cup of Genre. I am Kyle Malone, one of the hosts here. I would normally be joined by Manny. I know schools are getting ramped up again across the country, so we'll forgive him now, especially since I took a couple days off. That being said, there were a few things that did happen over the weekend and Monday and Tuesday that we had wanted to talk about. One of them, of course, being the Suicide Squad's box office performance and people trying to read more into that than maybe there is to read. That being said, I mean, people are kind of worried. Some rightly so. Some people, some might feel are worried too much, but everyone, listen to your local rules, regulations, and your physicians, and make good choices for you and your friends and family. But we'll have to see. This is one of those films. One, it's rated R. This is the first big. I know Mortal Kombat was out there, but that happened, earlier, much earlier this year, right as theaters were just really starting to open up here in the U.S., at least from the big chains. And then, but this was a rated R film. It was on HBO Max again. Like Mortal Kombat, like Godzilla versus Kong, and it still brought in almost a quarter of a 100 mil. It brought in 25-ish, 23 to 25, and it's harder to look at. It's harder to look at the streaming stuff because it's like, what should you count? New subscriptions that came in the day of launch, the day before launch, August 1st. Did someone go, oh, I'll just pay at the beginning of the month so I can cancel at the end of the month? It's hard to tell. I don't think yet. This could be a good measure of rated R films compared to what people are willing to do. One thing to keep in mind about this rated R film, the Suicide Squad, is just the fact that crap. Sorry again, a little foggy headed. The simple fact that people don't have to pay for a babysitter now, right? You can go you can sit and watch that rated R film at home. My wife and I had that issue. We couldn't get a babysitter to seat in theaters opening night, opening weekend. So that is one of those cases where Manny and I have been saying, people don't seem to want to sit at home to watch movies, looking at how few people actually got Black Widow on Disney Plus. And I got it, you guys. I can hear people screaming, well, if Black Widow wasn't bad in certain people's minds, and people would have paid to get it. Not necessarily, considering how quickly some of these movies also come out on digital and home video, plus the piracy issues. All of that combines, and Manny and I have been saying for a while, these first few movies, especially Black Widow and Fast 9, were going to be like the pace cars. Like, that's what you're supposed to judge the rest of the post-pandemic, or whatever you want to call this age of the situation we're in, going forward. You can't compare something to nothing. We don't have any situation like this compare with. So that's kind of my take on it. And I said Manny and I several times, and those are for the thoughts that I know he's shared here on the Daily Cup of Genre and other conversations. But I will be interested to see a little bit more of what he thinks when I do get him back on. Hopefully tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, because things are kind of up in the air. The rest of my house is caught the same cold that I'm now getting over. We'll have to see if we're going to be live tomorrow. But in the meantime, please do subscribe and hit follow if you're listening to us on one of the audio podcast apps, Google, Spotify, all the good stuff, versus watching the dumbass talk here on YouTube. Another thing that wanted to bring up is what if I did see it. I don't care for the cell shading. I've been saying I don't like the line work. I don't like the actual character designs from the trailers and stuff. It's still same thing. I like cell shading for certain things, especially in games like the old Robotech. Excuse me, the old Robotech game from like PS2, and then you've got Dragon Ball games and things like that just they look good, but this didn't work for me. However, the stories are cool. I thought it was funny how this time in a modern comic book property, and again for this character, the most realistic form of sexist comments and behaviors comes from a period piece. 1940s, the world in the 1940s. Peggy Captain Carter deals with women can't fight, yada yada yada. That is legit. That's real. Yes, there have been female warriors across hundreds and thousands of civilizations and tribes and city states and countries and all of that. But in general, in the 1940s, that was the point of view. And it's just funny to see like it goes in there and you're like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's male bashing, or that's some SJ whatever SJW thing. It's just, it was funny. I liked it. I do appreciate the fight style and the smoothness. I noticed some anime style scenes in there, especially with some of the fights and the explosions and kind of the effect shots, which is kind of cool. I'm curious as to exactly what we're gonna see, because I know a lot of us had a strong misconception that this series was gonna be like 20 some odd episodes, and each one was a movie, and I know we're still going to get some of that, but it's multiple seasons. I have a feeling some phase 4 stuff might work its way in versus just Infinity Saga stuff, but hey, who knows? We'll see. Anyways, that's gonna about do it for me today. Today, guys, as you can hear, still not feeling 100%. Let me know what you guys thought about the comments, or excuse me, let me know what you guys think about the box office and the Suicide Squad. I did like the film. I kind of have seen it all before. I've been ruined by being a trauma fan for a while. I've been ruined by being a horror fan. Like, all the shocking stuff wasn't really shocking. It was fun overall. In a vacuum, A minus. Overall, it's a B though. It's just, it's kind of like when it's for me. I know a lot of people haven't seen something like that, Daredevils, sorry, Deadpool is one of those ones where people may have felt like they see something like this for the first time. So this feels still real fresh and cool, and it's still fun. Not knocking it. I'm just saying that for me, kind of seen it all before. Anyways, this episode was as always brought to you by the great people over at Grow Generation. It's where the pros do go to grow. So please check out their link in the description below. Again, it's just growgeneration.com. And then definitely make sure again like, share, subscribe, follow us. I'm on Twitter at Malone on Twitter. I just doubled up there. What I'm getting out of here guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe live, maybe not. Bye.